It's 9 p.m. and I'm sitting in my room, staring at my screen as hard as I can. I am tense, I'm sweating, and I'm straining repetitively. I'm moving my right arm like a madman. I'm turning it up and down, left and right. All these chemicals are going through my brain, this dopamine, this anxiety, this fear, this excitement. I'm playing this game called Rainbow Six Siege and it's 3-3 on the scoreboard and it's me versus this other guy. We have sat in this game for an entire hour and it all comes down to this 1v1. And there's 20 seconds left. He's sitting in a corner and I don't even know it. I'm turning left and right looking for him and out of nowhere he jumps out at me, shoots me. I die. And I realize that I spent a whole hour wasting my time. And I see my ranking go down. And as I close the game and I stand up, I'm in that weird haze that I get after staring at a screen for 5 hours. And I just wish that I would have done something else. And as I was in the bathroom in this weird haze, it hit me. I realized that I was playing a war game, and I realized that this is what I should have been doing hundreds of years ago. This is what my old ancestors, brothers, grandparents, ancestors did hundreds of years ago. They would have gone into war in real life. But look at me now. They're looking down at me and they see that I'm literally looking at a rectangle and they're disappointed at me, realizing that I'm doing what they were doing, but in a screen. While I'm in this crusty chair sitting down doing nothing, looking skinny fat and everything. And the evil part about video games is that they are targeted to young people who haven't really accomplished much with their life. They don't have much brotherhood and they have lack of accomplishments. They don't really have that much status. They're pretty down in the social hierarchy. They're not really well known, are they? So the issue is that video games offer all these things. They offer this accomplishment, status, brotherhood, but in the virtual world. And what that happens is, it makes you just build all of your social, everything, your money, your status, your fame, everything, but in the virtual world instead of the real one. Because in the virtual world, you can get status, you can get accomplishments within the matter of hours. But the issue is that in real life, it can take years and possibly decades to get the same things of status and money. And video games kind of create this machine because a guy will always go where they're valued most. And video games almost create this weird machine where in video games, we're winners, we are warriors, we win, we are amazing at the skills we've mastered over thousands of hours on Steam on video games. But in real life, we don't have anything. We've been spending all our focus, all our energy in video games. So when we do go out in the real world, we see we have those skills. We have nothing to show for all the time we've been leveling up. So what do? We just go back to playing video games. And this is the weird machine that video games keep you hooked and keep you going and going and going in this hamster wheel. Because a guy will always go to where he's respected most. Because you don't want to be in a place where you're hated. You want to be in a place where you're seen as a winner, where you're getting comments from people beneath you telling you you're great, you're awesome, you're carrying the team. So video games just basically manipulate all these internal desires you have of gaining money, of gaining attraction, of gaining status, but everything in a rectangle in a screen. But imagine if we spend all that same effort of getting all that energy, all those hours, all those thousands of hours which we spend on Steam, on Battle.net, on Minecraft, on these games, on these virtual worlds, but in the real life. Our life will be completely different because every single small choice you make, especially with a really young age, has a massive difference in your life. Because imagine if you do 10 push-ups every single morning for the rest of your life. You'll probably gain some muscle, you'll gain a lot of discipline over that long period of time. But imagine, instead of doing that, for the first 10 seconds, you decide to scroll on your phone. Now, who would technically be more successful in theory? The guy who does 10 push-ups every single morning. Even though each morning he wakes up, he doesn't want to do them, it doesn't really gain him not much benefits in the moment. Over the long term, it's going to compound, it's going to give him all the results. Compared to this guy who wakes up, checks his phone, and learns nothing, just wastes time, and feels like he's learning something. He's just going to keep going down and down and down. Because those 10 seconds are going to go into 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. He's going to be waking up, going through some TikTok, going through some Instagram. Compared to the other guy, he's going to be waking up, doing 10 push-ups. After he's going to do 15, 20, 50. And their lives would have been completely different. Just down to the small choice they made. And when I realized all of this, it really hit me and it made me realize I'm wasting all my time on video games. Where I could have been working out, where I could have been exploring with my bike, I could have been having fun, I could have been building brotherhood with some of my friends, I could have been exploring, I could have been having fun. I was sitting here with my friends in a screen all day. After school, I would always get back, play video games with all my friends, go to bed, and repeat the cycle. Go to school, play with friends, go to bed. Every single day of my life. And I always lied to myself and I always almost said to myself, oh, but video games kind of help me relax, so I would play them for a little bit. But yesterday I had the biggest realization that I had so far, is that I got back home and I was super tired. I went out on my bike. I was on this like mountain trail. I was having fun out on this mountain bike trail. I was having fun. I was moving left and right, up and down, and my shoulders and my back hurt. So when I got back, I was literally on the verge of falling asleep. But I thought to myself for a second, I'm gonna read because I'm super tired. I could just lay down and read a book. But a demon came into my head and he told me, go download a game that you used to play. And I thought to myself, because recently I've been seeing some videos on the game that I used to play, and I decided to download this old mobile game I used to play years ago. So as I lay my phone down there and it's downloading, I go to the shower, I dry myself, and when I get back, the game is downloaded. I'm still a little bit tired, I'm still on that verge of falling asleep. But I thought to myself, I'll only play this game for a little bit. I'll just see what's been going on since I haven't played in years. And within 30 minutes, I'm already hooked in the game. I'm already playing this game mode and I'm having fun. And my brain is itchy. My brain is wide awake. It felt like I literally just had like 50 coffees or something. And after 2 hours, I finally let go of it. But I thought to myself, I'll get back, read a book because I was on the verge of falling asleep. But after those 2 hours, I was hell of energized. I felt all this energy pumping through my veins. I could literally hit a workout and everything. Even within the first 30 minutes of playing that game, I felt like I could have hit a workout. And it was such a big lie. Everybody says that video games help you relax or anything. But picture this. You're in a 1v1 with some guy and the whole team is relying on you. It's 20 seconds on the clock and everything is down to this 1v1. Whether you lose, whether you win. Is that really gonna make you calm? Even when you're playing like calm games like Minecraft or something, your brain is still active. It's still trying to think. It's still trying to think, okay, I need to build base. I need to kill the dragon. I need to get some diamonds. Your brain is still active and thinking. You're not letting it rest. And you think like, oh, it makes you rest because you're just kind of calm there, but it really doesn't. Your brain isn't really resting. You can almost imagine your brain waves are going like this. Especially like, let's say a zombie pops out of nowhere, your brain will go like this. Is that really relaxing? And yesterday I also realized, even though these 2 hours felt insignificant, imagine the guy who gets back from school and plays this mobile game for 2 hours. He's gonna feel all happy, he's gonna enjoy his life for that 2 hours. After he stops playing, he's gonna feel a little bit bored and he's probably gonna go back into playing more games or just watching YouTube videos. Now let's compare it to the guy who gets back from school, but within those 2 hours, he reads a book and he works out. Now that's literally two different scenarios in the same 2 hours. Who's gonna end up more successful? These guys are gonna end up in two completely different places 15 years from now. It feels insignificant now, but events and things like these do compound. It feels insignificant right now to play that video game for like 1 hour, but over the whole time it's gonna compound and compound and compound. That 1 hour is gonna turn into 2 hours, 3 hours, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's gonna go up and up and up. Compared to the guy who reads, it's gonna go from 1 hour to 2 hours to 3 hours. And he's gonna have this massive wealth of knowledge in his brain. Compared to the guy who's just frying his brain playing these games. And something that I experienced is after I took a step back from playing video games and actually stopped playing them, I realized that in the real world, I was almost like level 0. I had no skills because I spent all my energy and effort in trying to get status, money, fame in the game. But in the real world, I got nothing of that. So I kind of started all in the level 0. But I kind of had this grit in my teeth, and I was thinking to myself, oh, I'm gonna have to suffer. My younger self had to enjoy his life, play his video games and whatever, but right now I have to suffer to be able to get to the next level. Because think about it, you always have to start at level 1 in a video game. And you're basically doing the same thing in real life. I thought to myself, well, I'm just starting in level 1 in real life. So I'm just going to have to build up my levels gradually. I'm going to have to start working out so I can get some muscle and I can look a little bit better. I'm going to have to meditate so I can have better attention span. I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to do that. And I just level. And when I played video games, I did this cringe thing where since I had no skills IRL, since I just got into martial arts, I was like a white belt at the time. I like started maybe a day ago or something like that. So I used to always fantasize in my bed or when I was playing video games. I was thinking to myself, oh, the guys in my school, I would dominate them. I would destroy them. I'm so much better than them. But in the game, not in real life. Because my friend used to be like insane at football. But I thought to myself, oh, but I'll destroy him in a Rainbow Six Siege 1v1. And I genuinely thought to myself, thinking that was cool. It was useless. It was useless. It was stupid. It was stupid. And the truth is, you will have to go to the discomfort to actually get back up. Because think about it, it's kind of like when you go to the gym, you feel the pain right now of the weights of lifting the heavy weights, but after you get back from the gym, you feel that testosterone boost, and over time you're going to build muscle. It's the same with it's the same with real life, but obviously with real life it takes way longer, because gaining money status in real life obviously takes longer, but to get to a level it takes a long time. So think about it, you have to go down, you have to suffer for a little, maybe days, maybe weeks, maybe even months, but the rewards at the end are going to be worth the sacrifice. And what I realized is that you suffer anyway, because you have two choices. You could be playing video games, having all the fun in your life, playing with your friends, playing these 1v1s, doing these fun stuff. It feels all fun right now, but after you stop playing, it feels horrible, and you go to bed and you wish you would have done something more productive. But instead, let's say you do the opposite. You do something productive right now. Maybe you read a book, maybe you do a workout, maybe you do something actually productive. You do some work on your business and you focus and you do your actual most important task. It feels boring, it feels boring and it feels painful. But after a while, you get all the benefits of it. You go to bed feeling accomplished. So you suffer either way. So why not suffer in the fact that you're gonna win? Because you suffer either way. Either you feel good now and then you feel painful later. You feel bored, you feel anxious, you feel like you could have done something more productive, or you suffer right now and then you get the benefits later. You suffer either way, so why not suffer now to win later? It's stupid when you really think about it. Most people literally just indulge, feeling all good now and then suffering later, instead of suffering now and winning later, because we suffer either way. So why not suffer and then be successful at the end, enjoy our lives at the end? I remember when I quit video games, I had to go through all the pain. And in school, I always felt beneath everybody else because I had no skills. I had basically almost no social skills, because at some point I went into this phase where I just didn't go outside and do anything. I was almost going down to feel this pain to get the rewards later. And what I did to quit video game wasn't this stupid thing of just thinking to myself, okay, I'll never play video games again, and just quitting and going down to 0 hours of playing video games. But since I'm depriving myself, I'll just go back to playing 10 hours of video games every single day. So I thought to myself, okay, what is a smart way to stop playing video games? Okay, so I play 10 hours a day. Maybe I can just go down to 9, to 8, to 7, to 6, to 5, to 4, and gradually do it instead of depriving myself. And what I did instead was just watch more YouTube videos. Instead of playing 10 hours, I would just play 9 hours and watch 1 hour of YouTube or something like that, basically. And then I would just go outside more. Instead of spending 10 hours, I'll spend 8 hours, and I'll spend 1 hour outside, 1 hour watching YouTube videos. And as I'm watching YouTube videos, I'll be learning stuff. And as I'm going outside, I'll be exploring and improving my mental health and leveling up IRL. I'll be cycling with my bike, I'll be having fun, I'm learning tricks with my bike, and I'm starting to level up slowly but surely in real life. And after so long, I realized that one of the best ways to quit an addiction was by fixing your mental health. Because if you love yourself, if you feel happy all the time, if you're like jumping around all the time because you're so happy, then why would you indulge in external like substances? There's no point. Why would you play video games when you're always happy in real life? When you're like muscular and big and everybody respects you in real life, why would you play video games? It's just stupid. So I thought to myself, oh, why don't I accomplish that? So I started cycling, I started having fun in real life. And slowly, I thought to myself, I'll go like this. But instead, the graph of me quitting video games, instead of going like this as I thought, it almost went like this because of the amount of improvement I was making to my mental health. I would be going out on my bike in the sun. It was like summer of 2023. I'll be going out, I'll be having fun, I'll be literally going out at times for like 6 hours every single day. I'll be leveling up, and I even like built some muscle from actually going outside and being on my bike and pulling and pushing and all these things, and even on my legs. Because when you fix your core, your mental health, then all your problems just slowly start to fade away and chip away. So go out with your bike, man. Don't think to yourself that you'll go tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. No, do it today. Of course, if it's late, then make this your number one priority for tomorrow. Because if you do go outside, you're gonna think to yourself, oh, I'm just gonna keep watching YouTube videos. And you're just worsening your mental health. It's kind of like the two choices. You can either go outside and these effects will compound. Maybe you go outside for 1 hour on your bike, you ride it, you go out. Maybe you go for a walk if you don't have a bike, but you probably have a bike. Maybe your brother, maybe your sister, just try and get one, because your bike is super fun to go down hills and everything. Imagine you go out with your bike for 30 minutes. Tomorrow you go out for 1 hour and you improve your mental health gradually. And let's see your mental health happiness doubles within the first month, which is pretty realistic. But instead, let's say you sit here and you watch YouTube videos and you think to yourself, yeah, I'll just watch another one, I'll maybe go outside, and you end up forgetting. And then you watch another one, feel less happy, destroy your mental health slowly. You don't feel it right now, you feel all happy watching these YouTube videos, but you keep destroying until nothing. You made no progress compared to the version of you who would have felt happy, he would have been grateful. and the version of you who hates you for not going outside and having some fun and starting to level up IRL, learning some tricks on the bike, going outside, having some fun. Just literally go up a hill and go down it. If you just do that, it'll be the most fun experience you will have in such a long time. Because I remember this was exactly what I did in summer of 2023. I'll be going out for 6 hours with my bike in the bright sun, having fun, cycling, saying hi to people, learning tricks, learning these kinds of things. And that was the best time of my life. So why not do the same and start today? Just do it, man, because this is the point of life, to actually live it and have some fun. Going up a hill and then going down it, feeling that massive adrenaline boost, getting some different experiences in your day instead of just sitting in your room in your crusty chair playing video games. Because what is the benefit of playing video games? When you really think about it, there is no benefit. You're playing video games. I used to fucking think this stupid thing. You probably seen those studies or those TikToks that told you video games help with creativity or this bullshit. But bro, they don't. You could be reading a book and like, think about it this way. Imagine Iman. Iman's a multi-millionaire. He's 22 years old. Do you really think he was playing video games when he was 14? No, he was reading books every single day, reading a book every single week, and he became a multi-millionaire. Do you think a multi-millionaire will be created by just playing video games and saying, oh, it's just creative and it's just relaxing? No, obviously not. It's gonna create someone, a fat blob that does nothing in his day, who doesn't accomplish anything and just basically has nothing to show for all the time and all the effort he spent in video games instead of the real life. And I really hope you benefited from this video. And even though you're probably doing your self-improvement habits, maybe you're doing meditation, gratitude, you're going outside into nature, you're having fun, you're actually leveling up IRL, you will feel this kind of loneliness because nobody outside is kind of like you. So if you want to join me and if you want to have free coaching calls with me, where I do a coaching call every single Saturday, every single Sunday at 3 p.m. UK time, it'll be the first thing in the description, my free community. Make a friend there, make a self-improvement friend where you chat, you have smarter discussions, you'll be leveling up instead of kind of the normal people outside, maybe your old friends, maybe just your school people at your school who just talk about memes, talk about these useless stuff. You could join the community and start a conversation and have some fun. So I really hope you benefited from this video, and the community will be the first thing in the description, and I'll see you there.